A gentleman versus a gentle male. There's a difference. You hear males say, happy wife, happy life. That comes from weak authority. That comes from a male being so gentle, so scared of the woman that he needs to put her as number one. He has to put her on a pedestal instead of him putting himself as number one, taking care of everything he has to take care of. By default, she would benefit the most if you do that, if you are a strong male. But the men who say happy wife, happy life are the gentle males. So don't do that. Instead, be a gentleman. The first one is decision versus permission. You might hear some men say, I need to ask my wife or my girlfriend if I can go watch the game with my friends at a sports bar. That is a gentle male. A gentleman will say, if his friends invite him to the bar, yes, what time? What day? Okay, I'll be there. He doesn't have to go and ask permission from his wife if she will allow him to go. He's not a child. Is she taking care of the bills? If she's taking care of you, if she's your daddy, then I understand why you gotta ask for permission. But if you are the head of the household, then you don't have to ask for permission. You don't have to be rude. A lot of people think that because you don't ask for permission, that means that you have to say it in a rude way. It's not the case. Simple example, you let your girl know, hey, on Friday at 7 p.m., I'm gonna go watch a game with my friends. After, we'll go have dinner or whatever it is that you guys are gonna do. Very simple, to the point. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be a dick. You don't have to ask for permission if you're not a kid anymore. Number two is leadership versus compliance. You lead where you're going to go. If you're gonna go on a date, you choose the location, you choose the time, you let her know, hey, dress this way, right? If it's gonna be for a romantic date or a casual date, you choose all of that. You don't tell her, hey, what do you want to do on Saturday? Do you want to do this or do you want to do that? Like, no, you simply plan ahead and she does what you want to do. Most of the time, if you guys are aligned, if you chose the right partner, she's gonna like to do a lot of things that you like to do anyways. So it's not gonna be a big deal. An example would be if your girlfriend has a friend's baby shower and she wants to go to the baby shower, but you don't like baby showers, right? Most men are not gonna be like, yeah, I wanna go to a baby shower. You simply let her know, hey, if you wanna go to the baby shower with your friends or whoever it is, coworker, go ahead, I'm gonna watch the game or I'm gonna do whatever it is that I'm gonna do instead of going to the baby shower. A lot of gentle males will comply and say, yeah, I'm gonna go to the baby shower with you. Whatever you wanna do, I'm okay with it. That comes from weak authority. No, if you don't wanna do it, you don't comply. You lead by saying, that's not something I wanna do. You go ahead and do it. Now, I understand if it's maybe her family member, her sister, or her brother, I would get it that you would go to maybe one of those for a quick thing, like an hour. But for you to go to every single baby shower that she wants to go to, you are complying there. And if you don't want to do that, you don't do it. Number three is standards versus leftovers. Some of you are gonna have to take the leftovers because you have not leveled up yet. Other men picked the ones that they wanted and you're left with the leftovers. And to be honest, if you haven't improved yourself, that is what you deserve. You get the leftovers. But what's good is that you can work your way up. But choose a woman that aligns with your values so you don't have to be in conflict and you don't have to pretend in order to continue to go out with this woman or sleep with her. Just get a woman that aligns with your values. Number four is confidence versus approval. Assuming you're on a date with a woman and you have a certain political belief or religion Or maybe when it comes to dating, you believe that the man should be the head of the household. He should have authority over his relationship, over his woman, and he wants to take care of her, etc. Whatever the case is. That is your belief. Speak your truth. And if they align with it, great. And if they don't align with it, that's also okay. Maybe she agrees to disagree, but she's nice and polite about it, and you guys can still have fun. You don't see yourself in a long-term relationship, but you could just hang out and have a good time. That's also okay. But it's very important you say this from the beginning, so like that, you don't lead her in the wrong direction. And you guys are both aware of your beliefs, and then you guys are adults, and you guys decide if you guys want to continue to see each other or not. This also comes with friends, family, or even coworkers. If you have a certain belief, you speak your mind in a polite way. You don't have to be loud or try to bully them or make them feel bad. You just say what you gotta say, and you don't have to check on them to make sure what you're saying is not upsetting them. That will also keep your circle small. You'll know who your real friends are, and you'll know what family members that you're actually going to stick by, and what family members you're just going to probably, not be that close to, not be that much in contact with. Number 5 is presence versus availability. You are on a mission to get better. You're going to work, you're going to the gym, maybe you're working on a side business. So your schedule is very busy. Let's assume that you just got to the gym and you're dating a woman and she says, hey, I'm around the area. Do you want to hang out for a bit? A gentle male will say, yes, I'll be available in 30 minutes. He'll leave the gym and get ready to see her. A gentleman would say, no, I just got to the gym. I'll be available in 2 hours. She has to fit into your schedule. You don't fit into hers because you have things going in your life. And you don't have to say it in a rude way, but she just has to know you're a man that's busy. And when you're available, then you guys can hang out. Number 6, calm authority versus emotional overreaction. You handle disagreements in a calm way and you're clear about the situation. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to shout. You don't have to try to belittle someone in order to get your point across. You just say it in a calm way, and your tone obviously has to do something with that as well. And you might have to slow it down a little bit so they could understand it. Maybe they'll get upset and they'll say, hey, you think I'm dumb? Why are you speaking to me in a slow way? No, you simply say, no, the reason I'm saying this is because I want to make sure you understand it and we don't keep going back and forth. Number 7 is protector versus pleaser. It also kind of goes hand in hand with calm authority and overreaction. You make decisions with the woman's best interest in mind by saying no sometimes. An example would be if you're going on a date with a woman and she's showing a little too much cleavage, her skirt's a little bit short, then you will let her know, hey, I need you to change because you're showing too much. We're going to be going to bars. There's going to be some dumb guys out there that they're drinking and they might say something to you and then it's going to get you upset. It's going to get me upset. I don't want to get in an altercation, possibly end up going to jail because of the way you're dressing. So you don't have to show all of that. I've already seen it. You're beautiful, but change so we could avoid these situations. Instead of being overreacting and saying, why are you dressed like a whore, etc.? You don't got to say that. Now, if she continues to do the same thing over and over, after you explained it to her, after she knows how she should be dressing properly, then you'll have to have a stricter conversation. But remember, you're doing this to protect both of you, so you guys can both have a good time and you guys can both be safe. A gentle male will not say anything. He'll just say, oh yes, that's perfect, that's fine, because he doesn't want to get her upset. He's afraid of her. He's afraid to show any authority. if you don't have any authority over her, then how are you going to protect her? If you don't tell her that she has to cover herself in order for you to avoid certain situations, then it's just going to cause more problems. So even though a gentle male might think this is the right thing to make her feel good, to avoid conflict, you're actually doing the opposite. You're going to end up making things worse in the long run. You might please her right now, but in the long run, it's just going to affect you in a negative way. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, and share with someone who you think could benefit from this video.